Right. In today's class, we are going to see about construction of binary tree. In the last class, we have seen if a binary tree is given, how to find the tree traversal. We have seen three different types of tree traversals: in order, pre-order, then post-order. Now we are going to see the vice versa. That is, if your traversal is given to you, is it possible to construct the binary tree or not? So it is possible. So for that, you need to have minimum of two traversals. That is, you can construct the binary tree if in order and pre-order traversals are given, or otherwise if you have in order and post-order traversal, or if you have pre-order and post-order traversal. So to construct the binary tree, you need minimum two traversals. With one traversal, you cannot construct a binary tree. So now let us see in this class how to do all these things with the help of the three methods. So first we are going to focus on the first one. In order and pre-order traversals are given to you and you have to construct the binary tree. So what are the steps we have to follow? If you want to construct the binary tree from in order and pre-order, you have to follow certain steps. First, let us look at how in order output will be. So in case of the in order, you can consider here, in case of in order, we will have first the left subtree, then the root node, and then the right subtree. If it is pre-order, first you will have the root, that is the root node will be appearing. After that, you will have the left subtree, then you will have the right subtree. So this is the general way how we will print in order and then pre-order traversals. Now, if you see, if you want to construct from in order and pre-order, first of all, you have to look at the pre-order sequence, because in pre-order sequence only our root is coming at the end. If you see your in order, root is appearing in the middle. So if it is in the middle, we don't know where it is available. But from the pre-order, we are sure that root is appearing at the end. So in which end? It is appearing in the left end. So what you have to do first is, you see the pre-order sequence. From that, take the leftmost element. That will be the root node of your binary tree. So now I have this in order and pre-order given to me. I have to look at the pre-order first. In that, I have to start from the left direction because it is pre-order. So start from the leftmost direction. So see what is the node available here. It is A. Okay, so this A will be the root node. So after you identify the root node from the pre-order, you go to the in order now. So in order, in order, your root will be appearing in the middle. So just now you identify the root, that is A. So now see where this A appears in the in order traversal. So here in the in order traversal, A is appearing in the middle. Now whatever is available to the left of this A, that will be the left subtree. That is D and D. Then whatever appears to the right of A, that will be the right subtree of the root node. That is G, E, H, C and F. All these things will be the right subtree of the root node. So this is the basic step you have to do once in order and pre-order traversals are given. Let me summarize the step again. First, you have to look at the pre-order. You first see the leftmost node available in that. That is the root node. Then once you identify the root node, go to the in order. See where this root node is appearing in the in order. Whatever nodes are appearing before the root node, that is in the left of the root node, they will form the left subtree. And whatever appears in the right of the root node, they will form the right subtree. Now we have identified DB is going to form the left subtree, and from G up to F, they are going to form the right subtree. So now we are going to proceed with the tree construction. So first I told you I have identified the root node now. Root node is A. So draw A. After that, the green color represents the left subtree and the red color represents the right subtree now. Then what is my next step? I have identified the subtrees of A. Now I can draw the subtrees of A. Then after that, I have to repeat the same step for the subtrees separately. Do for the left subtree separately, then do for the right subtree separately. So now I am going to do the same step for the left subtree. So let me focus on DB. Right? Now, what is my next step? I have to identify out of this DB, which is the root node for that particular subtree. Every subtree is going to have a root node for that subtree. So you find out what is the root node of this particular subtree. So from where I can find out? Only from the pre-order. So go to the pre-order. Out of these two nodes, D and B, see which appears first in the pre-order. Already you have filled A. So don't focus on A now. So now check out of this D and B which appears first from the left direction only. So B is appearing first. So now you have to take this B as a root node for this particular subtree. Then once you take B as a root node for this particular subtree, so take B as a root node, then you have to find out whether this D will be the right child or the left child. So for that, you go to the in order again. So go to the in order and now you see the position of B. Whatever is appearing to the left of B, that will be the left child. So previously we had only D and B. We identified that P is a root node. So now we have only one node left out of these two. Once you fix the root node, that is D. Now you have to see whether this D is a right child or left child. That's all. So here I am focusing. D is appearing to the left of B. That means that D is a left child. So I have to draw D as a left child of B. So now you have only one node at this level. When you have only one node, no need to do the process further because you identified all the positions. So now this left subtree is finalized. Now let's go to the right subtree. I'm coming to the right subtree of A. Here I have totally 5 nodes. Out of these 5 nodes, I have to find out which will be the root node of this particular subtree. So for that, I have to go to the pre-order. So go to the pre-order, then check out of these 5 letters, which appears first from the left direction. So I have G, E, H, C, F. So go here, A, B, D already over. They are appearing already. So now we have C first. That means for this particular subtree, C will be the root node. So next step is you have to find out of the remaining 4 nodes, which will form the left subtree and which will form the right subtree. So for that, go to the in order. So I'm going to the in order now. So I have to see with respect to the root node of the new identified subtree. So for this subtree, I have identified that C is the root node. So I have to see in the in order traversal with respect to the root node C. So go to the in order traversal, see the root node C, right? So now out of all these green color letters, you have to see. So in the root node, we have the root node as C. To the left of C, we have G, E, and H. And then F is appearing to the right of C. So what you have to do is you draw D, E, and H as a left subtree and then F as a right subtree. So now I am taking C as a root node, then I am drawing G, E, and H as a left subtree, and then F as a right subtree. Now, if you consider here, this is having only one node, so no need to consider further for F. But here, G, E, and H, there are 3 nodes available. So out of these 3 nodes, you have to identify the root node for this particular subtree. So now, go to the pre-order traversal and check out of G, E, and H from the leftmost direction. So I am starting from here. When I travel like this, first I am encountering the node E that is in this list. So out of G, E, and H, E is appearing in the leftmost direction in the pre-order traversal. That means for this particular subtree, E will be the root node. So I have identified the root node. Next, I have to identify the left and the right child. From G, E, and H, E is the root node. So go to the in order traversal. Then you find the position of E here. E is here. And what is to the left of E out of these 3? Now you are going to focus. So E is here. To the left of E, I have G. And then to the right of E, I have H. So I have to now add them. So E is a root node. To the left of E, I have G. And then to the right of E, I have H. So now what I have done is 2 traversals are given to me. One is in order and the other is pre-order. So I have constructed a unique binary tree for the given in order and then pre-order traversals. So we have started with the pre-order. We identify the root node. After that, go to the in order, check the left subtree and then right subtree from the in order, then draw them properly. And these steps will be repeated till you reach single node in every part. That is till you reach the leaf node. Once you reach the leaf node, just stop your process. Okay, now we will see the second method, how to construct the binary tree from in order and then post order traversals. So for this, in the in order traversal, the root node will appear in the middle, and then if it is a post order traversal, the root node will appear at the end. That is, in the post order traversal, first we'll have the left subtree, then the right subtree, and then the root node. So here also the process is simple. So in the pre-order, root is appearing first, so we are seeing the left post node. Whereas in the post order, root is appearing at the last. So what we have to do is, we have to start from the post order traversal at the rightmost direction. So start from the rightmost, identify the root node. Then once you identify the root node from the post order traversal, you go to the in order traversal, then find out the left subtree and then right subtree. The method is same as the previous one. The only difference is, in pre-order, to identify the root node, you are starting in the left direction. Whereas in post order, to identify the root node, you have to start at the rightmost direction. And remaining process will be same. So now this is a in order and post order given to you. First, you have to look at the post order traversal, see the rightmost element. Here it is A. That means A will be the root node for my given tree. So after identifying the root node, I have to go to the in order traversal. Then I have to see the position of A. So here A is appearing in this. Whatever is to the left of A, that will be the left subtree, and whatever is to the right of A, that will be the right subtree. This process is same as the previous one. Now let us continue with an example. So first, I am starting from the post order traversal. A is the root node because it is appearing as a rightmost node. Then I am drawing this as a root node. Then to identify the left and the right subtree, I am going to the in order traversal. So here A is appearing in this. So what is to the left of A, that will be the left subtree, that is D and B. And what is to the right of A, that will be the right subtree, that is starting from G up to F. Now I am drawing them. Once I draw the left and the right subtree, now I have to proceed to those particular trees. So I'm coming to the subtree DB. Now out of DB, I have to see which is the root node for this particular subtree. So go to the post order again, then start from the right direction, move towards the left and see out of these two which comes first. So I'm starting here in the rightmost direction. I'm moving towards the left. When I move towards the left, out of DB, B comes first. So B is the root node. So once I identify the root node, I have to go to the in order again. Then from the in order, I have to find out whether this D is the left child or the right child. So go to the in order. Here D is appearing to the left of B. That means D is a left child. Now draw that. So we identified B as a root node from the post order, and then from the in order we identified that D is a left child. So this part is over. Now all the nodes are, if you see here, we reach the leaf level. We don't have two nodes in any circle. So we have finished this. Now let's go to this particular part. So we have now G, E, H, C, F. So out of these things, you have to form the subtree with a root node for that particular subtree. So find out which is the root node from the pre-order traversal. Take only these letters now. So go to the pre-order traversal, sorry, post-order traversal. Start from the rightmost direction, then move towards the left. Then see which comes first out of these letters. So when I go like this, first I am crossing C. That means C is the root node for this particular subtree. Then go to the in order and see whichever comes to the left of C. With these green color letters, whichever comes to the left of C, that is the left subtree. So I have G, E and H as a left subtree and F as a right subtree. So you can draw them now. C is the root, G, E, H are the left subtree and F is a right subtree. Now this is having only one node, so no need to consider further. But G, E, H are having three nodes. So you have to consider which is the root for this particular subtree. So again, go to the post order traversal, see out of these three letters which comes first when you are traveling from right to the left. So go to this. So out of G, E and H, I have E first. So this is now the root node. Then go to the in order, then see out of GEH which comes to the left and which comes to the right of E. That is the identified root. So here E is in this and G is to the left and H is to the right. So I have to construct the subtree now. E is identified as a root node, G is to the left of it and H is to the right of it. Now if you see, all the circles are having only one node. So I finished the construction of the tree. Now, if you see the output, this is same as the previous method. So I have to consider this tree only. I have constructed all the in order, pre-order and post-order. Now we have constructed the tree uniquely from either the in order or pre-order traversal or otherwise from in order or post-order traversal. Now we are going to focus on the third method, that is construction of the binary tree from pre-order and then post-order traversal. So in this method, we have a drawback that we will see at the end of the slide. So first we are going to construct the tree from the pre-order and then post-order traversal. For that, let us discuss how the nodes will be appearing. If you see the pre-order traversal, root will be appearing in the leftmost direction, and in the post-order traversal, root will be appearing to the rightmost direction. So from this, you can identify the root node easily. So after you identify the root node, so for this particular case, A is the root node. So after you identify the root node, you have to follow certain steps. Just focus on the steps. The first thing is, once you fix the root node, take the successor of the root node in the pre-order. So go to the pre-order traversal. After you identify the root node, see what is the successor of the root node in the pre-order. Successor means which appears next in the pre-order traversal. Then after you take that successor from the pre-order, then you go to the post order, then take all the nodes from left till that successor, including that successor, and draw them as a left child. Okay, then from the post order, take all the remaining nodes till the previous root as a right child. So these are the two steps you have to follow, and repeat these steps till you get one node in every iteration you have proceeded. So first I am identifying the root node in this. A is the root node. So because in the pre-order that comes first. So I'm drawing A as a root node. So what is my next step? My next step is I have to go to the pre-order. I should identify what is the successor of this particular root node. So root node is A. Go to the pre-order. Identify the successor of the root node A. That is B. Now take this B. Then go to the post order. Travel from the left till this B, and whatever comes, those will form the left subtree. So here I'm starting from the left from the post order. Whatever comes till B including D, that will be the left subtree. That is D and B will be the left subtree. Then what all the nodes will be in the right subtree? So for that, I have to again consider with respect to this B only here. Okay, whatever comes to the right of B, okay, before the previous root node. What is the previous root node here? A. So you see from B till A. Whatever comes, you write them as a right subtree. So G, H, E, F, and C are the right subtree. So that is written here. Now, I have finalized the left and the right subtree at the first level. Now I have to do the same process again for the remaining nodes. So now I have two nodes D and B. I have to fix out of these two, which is the root node. Okay, so you know that root node will appear to the left in the pre-order. So you just go to the pre-order and identify which is the root node out of these two. So I'm going to the pre-order. Okay, D and B. B is coming first, so B will be the root node. So B is now fixed, right? So after you fix B, next you have to identify out of this DB whether D will be the right child or the left child. So for that, what is the step I told? Once you fix the root, that is I fix the root as B. Once you fix the root, you should go to the pre-order. Then you see what is the successor of this particular root. So successor of the root is D. Now you take D, then go to the post order. In the post order, you travel from the left and find out whatever nodes that appear, including D, that will be the left subtree. So I have only one node D, so that is the left subtree. Because I'm taking D here, then I have to consider with respect to D. So I have only one node D, so that I am drawing as the left subtree. Now, what is the right subtree? For that, you have to consider all the nodes that appear after this D, but before the previous root, that is before this B. Okay, so now see what comes after D, but before B. Nothing here, because immediately after D, I am immediately getting B. That means this node B is not going to have any right subtree. So you can finish this. Now, again, go to this part because you have one node here. Since you have only one node, no need to consider anything further. Just draw that node in this part. Okay, so now we have finished the left part of the root node. Now, let us focus on the right part of the root node. In the right subtree of the root node, I have G, H, E, F, and C. Now, out of these things, I should first identify which will be the root node for this particular subtree. So for that, go to the pre-order and out of these things, check which appears first. So I have G, H, E, F, and C. So out of these things, I am checking the pre-order here. So I am getting C first. So C will be the root node. Now I fix the root node. So what is the next step? I have to identify the right subtree and then left subtree. So for that, in the pre-order, I have to take the successor of this root node. Okay, so I'm going to the pre-order. I'm taking the successor of the root node, that is E. Once I identify the successor, I have to go to the post order. Then I have to see all the nodes from the left till that successor out of these list only. Okay, so now I identify the successor as E. So I'm going here to the post order. I'm taking all the nodes from the left till that successor. That is nothing but G, H, and E. This will be the left subtree now. So now draw G, H, and E as a left subtree. Then you have to identify the right subtree. So what is the right subtree? Either you can see this list and write the remaining, or otherwise the procedure is you have identified E as a successor. So here after E, whichever comes before this root, that is nothing but this C, that will be the right child. So here after E, before the root C, I have only node F. So node F will be the right child. So now in this part, we have only one node. So this process will be over. That will be the node you will write here. But in this, again, we have three nodes. So this is again forming a subtree. Whenever you have more than one node, that will be the subtree. So here we have three nodes. So again, you have to construct the subtree with the proper root node. So out of G, H, and E, you have to identify which will be the root node for this particular subtree. So go to the pre-order, then check which comes first. So out of E, H, and E, E is coming first. So E is the root node. So draw the root node E. Now you have to identify whether G and H will be the right subtree or left subtree or both. So you have now identified E as the root node. Find out the successor of E. So go to the pre-order, find the successor of E. It is node G. Now you take this node G, go to the post order. Then start from the left, then whichever comes till G, including G, that will be the left subtree. So here I am starting from the left. Already D, B are over. So I have only G. Okay, I reached this G now, which I identified as a successor. So only G is a left subtree of E. So you can draw the left subtree of E, G. Then we need to find out the right subtree. That is nothing but out of these three letters, E is already root, G is identified as the left subtree, therefore right subtree will be H only. But you can even find out from this. So how to find out? We have identified E as the successor. So now whichever is appearing before this successor, that is from this node, we have identified E as a root node. Okay. So E is the root node. For this, we have to find out the right and the left. So for that, first we identify the successor, that is G. Then whichever is coming to the left till G, that is the left child. So we have finished this G. Now we have to find the right child. For that, whichever comes after this G, before this root E, that is the right child. So after G, before E, you have the node H. So draw that as a right child. Now here in both these two, you have only one node, so you identified them. Similarly, here also F was the only one node present, so that is also a leaf node. No need to continue further. Now we have constructed the pre-order and then the post-order traverses are given. We have constructed a binary tree from that. Now, out of the three methods, there is a point to note down. Actually, this is the outcome of a research paper. So what is the point is, you can construct a unique binary tree from either the in-order and pre-order traversal combination or otherwise from in-order and post-order traversal combination. So whatever tree you construct, that will be a unique binary tree. Unique means no other person can construct other than that. That is the only answer possible. Whereas you cannot always construct. It is cannot always construct. That means sometimes you can construct, but it will not be always. Whatever procedure we have seen now for constructing the binary tree from post-order and pre-order traversal, that will not always give you the unique solution. That means two persons may get two different solutions if they do with the method we have seen for post-order and pre-order traversal. That is the drawback. And when we will get this particular drawback is when this ambiguity will be there mainly for skewed trees. Okay, whenever you have skewed tree. What I told for the skewed tree, it's nothing but every internal node in the tree will have only one child, maybe the left child or right child. So when you have skewed trees like this, because of this ambiguity, many people will construct different trees for the given post and pre-order traversal. So you may not know which is the final answer. So this drawback we have only for the construction of the tree from post-order and then pre-order traversal. So finally, we can conclude that if we have in-order and pre-order traversal, we can construct unique binary tree. If we have in-order and post-order traversal, again, we can construct unique binary tree. But if we have pre-order and post-order traversal, we cannot always construct unique binary tree. There are certain restrictions. But with pre-order and post-order traversal, if your tree is a full binary tree, in that case, you can construct a unique binary tree. So what is the meaning of full binary tree? If the initial tree is having the nodes such that every node has either zero child or otherwise two children, you can construct a unique binary tree from the pre-order and post-order traversal. Otherwise, if it is skewed where it is having only one child, you cannot construct. So with this, the construction of binary tree from two traverses is over. So in this, we are going to see when we will have the ambiguity. So we have skew tree now. The first one is a left skew tree and the second one is the right skew tree. When we draw, these are two different trees. And when we draw the pre-order and post-order traversal, when we find out the pre-order and post-order traversal for both these trees, the pre-order traversal will be ABCD and post-order traversal will be DCBA. Similarly, for this tree also, pre-order traversal will be ABCD and post-order traversal will be DCBA. So if you see here, both the pre-order traversals are same and both the post-order traversals are same. So if I give you only this pre and post-order traversal, some of you may construct this particular tree and some of you may construct this particular tree. That's why we say if pre-order and post-order traversals are given, you cannot construct a unique binary tree. According to the procedure we have seen now, we may construct any one out of these two. But there others may apply a different procedure. They may arrive at the other binary tree. So we have the ambiguity. This ambiguity is there because this is not a full binary tree.